Hello, and welcome to Lighthouse Tarot, where we embrace the light within ourselves and within others. I'm your host, of course, O'Nerriley, coming back at you with a new video. If you're new to my channel, come join a bit. You might enjoy it here. Hit that little subscribe button if you like the videos that I put out. I put out daily videos on astrology, spirituality, and the law of attraction, even though I've been mostly focusing on astrology. If you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for your likes, shares, and comments and supporting my channel. I will be coming out with a Patreon soon. I had a Patreon about 3 or 4 years ago, but I am going to be updating that as well. If you'd like to support me on there, the link is in the comments. Without further ado, today we're going to talk about why are breakups so hard on Scorpio Rising? Why? Why, God, why? Well, the thing about Scorpio Rising is their 7th house is ruled by Taurus, and Taurus is about I have, I possess. So when a Scorpio Rising gets into a relationship with someone, they want to possess that person. Now, an unevolved Scorpio can kind of teeter on the edge of too much possession. They feel like they own that person. So when that breakup happens, even if that breakup happened a year ago, 6 months ago, 5 years ago, they still feel like, in a way, they own that person, that person is a part of them. Even if that person goes on to date someone else, to marry someone else, they're kind of like, I had dibs first. You know, I was with that person. They're a part of me, no matter what, even if the breakup ended and you just went your separate ways. But Scorpio Risings usually end up in breakups because that person they're with did not evolve with them, because Scorpio Rising is ruled by birth and transformation. So Scorpio Rising is not the same as they were 6 months ago or a year ago. They're constantly changing their identity, their looks, their belief system, because it's ruled by death and transformation with that Pluto. So oftentimes or not, the partner they get into, maybe they got into a partnership when they were 18, and what they had in common was they like to be social, or they like to be a partier. And then the Scorpio Rising gets sober, but their partner continues to party, so they don't mesh well and they have to break up. Also, the 5th house in Scorpio Rising is ruled by Pisces. And this makes for someone to be very romantic. When a Scorpio Rising gets with someone, they are very picky on their relationships. They will not date anyone. Maybe when they're younger, they will accept certain people casually. They're like, oh yeah, I'll date you, so let's figure it out. You know, but when the Scorpio Rising grows up, when they get in their, like, past 25, into their 30s, 40s, they want a relationship that has longevity, that is long term. They want to marry the person that they are dating. So breakups can be very intense, very painful for Scorpio Rising, because this is the person that they chose to open up with, that they chose to be vulnerable with as a Scorpio Rising. And count yourself very blessed if you find a Scorpio Rising and they're opening up to you. If they are telling you about their trauma, if they're telling you about how they really feel about something, if they're opening up their heart to you, that is not normal for a Scorpio Rising. Scorpio Risings are known to be the loners of the zodiac sign, as well as Aquarius, but Scorpio Rising are vulnerable with their close friends, with their family, with their partner, because they feel safe in doing so. So Scorpio Rising, breakups are intense. They're a lot because of that Pisces 5th house. They romanticize their partner. They love the idea of romance. And usually during a Scorpio Rising breakup, they will go through a hiatus of nobody. They are not the type, unless they have a lot of fire in their chart, they do not jump right into the next connection, because they can get stuck on their ex. They can get stuck on people that they dated 5 years ago, and they can become obsessed with them. They can be like, why didn't it work out? They're the love of my life. We were supposed to get married and have 5 kids. I don't understand. Especially if someone breaks up with them, it's even harder, because when a Scorpio Rising dates someone, they merge together. They can sometimes lose their identity and merge with that other person. They can start to be interested in what they're interested in, their hobbies, their likes, their belief system. Scorpio Rising is all about merging with other people and healing others. So when a Scorpio Rising goes through a breakup, they kind of have an identity crisis. They kind of realize, well, what am I going to do from this point on? So that's why I highly encourage you, especially young Scorpio Risings, to, even when you're in a relationship, to be independent. not to lean so much on that partner that you lose a part of yourself. You need to focus on your own goals. You need to hang out with your friends outside of that partner thing. I would spend all of my time with this partner to the point where I started picking up their mannerisms. I started getting interested in what they were doing. I lost myself in a way. So as a Scorpio rising, you need to realize that you have your own identity, you have your own goals, you have your own dream, and really hone into that and keep a hold of that. And I know it's tough, I know it's hard, because you have that 5th house in Pisces. You're going to romanticize that partner. You're going to think about only the good things. You're going to daydream about that partner. And with Taurus in your 7th house, you're going to feel very possessive over them, even when you break up with them. But the best thing you can do is no contact, delete all pictures of them, delete any letters of them. If it helps you, this is what I have found with Scorpio rising. You can write a letter to them. You can write about, hey, I enjoyed these memories we had together. I enjoyed this time we had together. You were my best friend for a little bit. You were my biggest cheerleader. I miss you a lot. And this can help with some closure if you're a Scorpio rising and you're struggling. Like, you just broke up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, they, them, whoever, and you're like, oh, the world is ending, because everything's intense with Scorpio rising. We're very polarizing. We're black and white. We're all or nothing. So when we're single, we're really single. When we're together, we're really together. And it's hard to bridge that gap from spending all your time with someone and merging with them to being absolutely alone. But it is possible to find yourself. Write a letter, write some poetry. You can write some music, something to let go of that heartbreak. And then you can simply move on. And take your time, because as Scorpio rising, we are very protective of our emotions. Even though people see us as badass, mysterious, we don't give an F. We are very sensitive. That's why as a Scorpio, we're ruled by the Scorpio, which has this external shell, and when it stings someone, it hides under a rock. So we hide our emotions from others. We hide our sensitivity from others. We act like things don't hurt us, but we are very, very sensitive, especially having that Pisces in our 5th house. So if you're going through a breakup, it's gonna be okay. You'll make it through it. The reason it's so intense, you got Taurus in your 7th house, you have Pisces in your 5th house, but realize that everything happens for a reason. The universe will bring you someone who is meant for you, who is growing with you, who has the same interests as you. And that breakup happened for a reason. That was a life lesson. It could have been a karmic lesson. And send best wishes to that person. Don't hold any malice. Don't hold on to any revenge or anger. It's okay to let go of those emotions, and you can write it out, journal it out, but send peace and love to that person and just move on. It's okay. And if you need to take your time and be single for a year, 2 years, 6 months until you commit to the next person, that's very important, because when you do want to commit, you want to commit for marriage. You want to commit for long term. So take your time and everything will work out. You guys got this. If you're Scorpio rising and you enjoyed this video, drop the Scorpio emoji below. As always, I'm open for birth chart readings and tarot readings. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.